What's going on, guys? I'm in Advantage and welcome to Hut Tips, a video series designed to make you a better player in NHL 24. In this series, we'll be covering everything you need to know both on and off the ice, from team building to both offensive and defensive tips, as well as other ways to improve your game. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and click like. It greatly helps me out. And if you'd love to see more NHL 24 content and follow along for more tips, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe. Today, we're talking how to score goals in NHL 24. It's no secret that the more goals you score, the more games you'll win and the more fun you'll have. In this video, I'll be sharing with you exactly how to score these goals, as well as several in-game examples so you can copy and paste this into your game. However, before we dive into the examples, we need to make sure that you could score these goals without anybody defending you. Select your favorite player and let's hop into Free Skate. Now you're ready to follow along in Free Skate. Here's the process. I'm going to share with you a few examples of me scoring this goal. Then I'm going to break down how you can do it in Free Skate for some of the more complicated goals. And lastly, I'll show you the in-game breakdown so you can implement these in-game. The first goal on our list is the corner goal. Here's 3 different examples of me scoring this one in game, and then I'm going to break down how you can do this as well. All right, so let's get ready to try this one. The objective here is to get the puck down in the corner. You want to bring it to that right hash, and then you're going to wait for the goaltender to come off the post, and you're going to shoot high, short side. So I'll break this down in a couple different ways, and let's go ahead and practice this one. For our example, we'll be using a left-handed player, but just keep in mind the roles are reversed for a right-handed shot. You're going to first bring it to that right hash, and then you're going to bring it up to the bottom of the circle. Once you reach the bottom of the circle, you're going to shoot that puck top right corner. In this example, as we can see here, as soon as we get to that red circle and we pause it, you're able to see that that goalie is still hugging that post. As soon as we bring it there, he starts to lean off, and that's when you're going to fire the puck, and it's almost going to be an automatic goal every single time. However, let's look at an example here where we're not going to score. More often than not, whenever you're bringing the puck up, it's going to look a little bit awkward. You're going to feel like you're shooting it below the line. So sometimes you may overcompensate and wait a little bit longer. If you do that, it's not going to go in. The goalie is going to adjust and be able to make the save. Here's what that looks like from a separate angle. The next goal on our list is the breakaway backhand. Now this works for both left-handed players and right-handed players. I'm going to show you 2 examples here in game of me hitting it with both. However, the concept remains the same. Once you get the puck, you're going to protect it, and then you're going to bury it backhand. As you can see here in Free Skate, we're protecting the puck with McDavid. We're going to move it over to our forehand to pull the goalie off that post, bring it back to our backhand, and then bury the goal. It sounds very simple. However, I want you to continue to do this in Free Skate, and I'll show you a few more examples as to what this looks like even further. All right, so let's break this down so you can follow along. We're going to have McDavid, and we're going to protect puck by hitting L3 on our controller. Then we're going to make sure that we bring it to our backhand before we move it over to our forehand, as you can see here. And then what we're going to do is bring it back to the backhand so we can bury that puck top shelf. So there you have it, boys. It's pretty straightforward. What I want you to do is to continue to practice this in Free Skate. It's really going to be a timing thing for the most part. Whenever you're doing this, you want to make sure you match up the timing. As you can see here, this is simply the raw footage of me hitting this back to back to back times. It works. Practice it and you'll perfect it. Our next goal is the protect puck, shoot far side shot. Now this one is a returner from NHL 22 and NHL 23. They nerfed it a bit this year, so it's not quite as automatic as it once was. However, it still works. The key here is we're going to have opposite-handed players on either side of the puck. So let's break down this first example. We want our right-handed player coming in from the left-handed side so we can hit this shot. You're first going to protect the puck by hitting L3 as we just did before. Then you're going to enter in the slot, and once you enter in the slot, you're going to shoot that puck far side. Let's look at it again. Same example here, except with the left-handed player. Again, we want those left-handed players on our right side. We're going to protect the puck by hitting L3, move it into the slot, and then finally rip that puck far side. Next up, we have some of my favorite goals to score in NHL, which are face-off plays. If you could set these up correctly, you will score these goals, and it's going to happen multiple times a game. Let's look at our first example here. I want to win it back to this defenseman and get it up to my winger. The key determination in this play is going to be this defenseman and this winger. I don't have any open pass and he's pushing me, so I'm going to get it to my center, who's then going to hit that winger, cutting to the slot. He's going to protect the puck just like we did last time, bring it over far side, and score that goal. Let's look at one more example here where we're winning it back again, except that defender is going to be playing off. So we want to cut to the middle of the ice here, wait for that winger to cut down low so we can hit that pass, and then he's going to cut again in front of the net, and it's almost the exact same thing. So that does it for our set plays, but let's talk about two more goals that are going in almost all of the time in NHL, and especially NHL 24. The first one being one-timers. The key to one-timers is to make sure that you're passing it from a direction where that player can hit the one-timer. For example, as I mentioned earlier, I like to have my left-handed players on the right side of the ice, and I like to have my right-handed players on the left-hand side of the ice so I can hit one-timers just like that. We'll talk more about team building in later videos in this series. And last but not least, the cross crease. Everybody's favorite goal. The key here is to pass the puck around and wait for that player that's sitting in the slot to be able to dunk it. You can either do it on a set play like that, or you could do it on a play where you're crashing the net and waiting for that player to score. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and click like. And if you love NHL 24 content and want to follow along for more tips, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe. Again, I'm Man Advantage, and I'll see you boys next time.